Hey, do you want an Oreo? Perfect, because that's exactly what I have for you today. Oreo, yay! Thank you. Okay, so back to persuasive essays, talking somebody into something. It doesn't necessarily have to mean, I want you to buy this for me for my birthday or buy something for me for Christmas. It doesn't have to always be gimme, gimme, gimme. It can be talking somebody into believing what you believe. So, like we talked about with author's point of view, how a lot of times people have very strong opinions about presidential candidates. So it could be, I'm going to try to talk you into voting for the person I'm voting for. That would still be persuasive. So what you are going to do today, let me start over. What I am going to do today, I am going to show you how to use the O.R.E.O template that is in your writing packet. You're not going to use it though, just me. You're going to watch me use it. I'm going to show you how to use this to plan your writing. And then I have an activity for you guys to do on the Padlet to prepare for your planning, which you will do tomorrow. All right, so first of all, you have to come up with an idea that you support, that you want other people to try to support as well. So one thing that I'm thinking of is school uniforms, because we just read with author's point of view, we just read an article about school uniforms. So my opinion might be that Haley students should wear school uniforms. Okay, so I have that written down that Haley students should wear school uniforms, because the first O, if you look at the back side, when you do this, when you look at the back side of your packet on page 6, it gives you examples. So it would be stating your opinion. And when you actually write it, you want to do something to grab the reader's attention. We'll talk about that later. Next thing is going to be state reason 1, state your first reason and give an example. So this is my first reason. What is one reason that I think students should wear school uniforms? So one reason is it looks nice. So I'm going to write that. It doesn't have to be a full sentence. This is just my planning page. So it looks nice. That's my reason. And now I need to give an example of how that looks nice so that it makes sense. So it looks nice because sometimes people wear inappropriate clothing. Like I might say something across a shirt or have a picture on it that's not appropriate, or have rips on it, or be like too short or showing underneath their arms. So my example would be there'd be no more inappropriate clothing. So that is one example. However, I don't know if this is a strong enough argument for Mr. Howard to change the whole school policy for school uniforms. So for my second reason, which is going to be down here, I got to come up with something I think might be a little stronger reason for him. And I've got a good one. Less bullying. Because I know bullying is a very important thing to the principal that he doesn't want to happen. So if I'd say less bullying, that might matter to him, but then I need to explain it, because you might be thinking, how's that going to mean less bullying? So give an example or explain that. Well, everybody's going to be wearing the same clothes, because uniforms would mean like everybody wears khakis and like a collared shirt. If everybody's wearing the same clothes, they're not going to pick on each other about, well, you don't have the name brand clothes on, less picking on kids. All right, so that might matter to him. Now for my last one down here, it's going to be reason 3 of why Haley should have school uniforms. So I'm going to say that it's going to help kids to focus better focus. And again, this might be one that you're like, how does that help kids to focus? So I need to explain it. I need to give an example of that. So a reason and an example within the same thing. So I'm thinking that they're going to focus better because they're not going to be so worried about, does everybody see my new Nike coat? Does everybody see my new fancy shoes and that I have a really pretty sparkly dress on? So people aren't going to worry so much about how they look. They're going to worry more, they'll be able to focus better on their learning, not as worried about showing off clothes. And remember, this is just my notes. These are just my planning notes, so they don't have to be super like best handwriting. All right, as for the last O, if you look at the back side of this page, so this is page 5. If you look at the back side, it says to restate your opinion. You can sum up your 3 reasons, and this is your concluding sentence. So to restate my opinion, what was my opinion? that Haley students should wear school uniforms. So I'm going to say that Haley students should wear school uniforms, period. Or I could say, if Haley students wear uniforms, and then I can add these 3 points in. That's what it means by sum it up. They will look nice. That's the first one. There will be less bullying and better focus. That way, I'm kind of reminding them of all the things I explained in my essay. Okay, so this is a pretty good plan. That's what you guys are going to be doing tomorrow, is coming up with your plan on this piece of paper. All right, but today what I want you to do is you're going to post some ideas in Padlet. Let me show you. So on today's Power School Post-it, you're going to click Post Persuasive Ideas here. Click on where it says here. It'll take you to my Padlet, Persuasion Ideas. Post an idea of something that you might want to try to talk someone into doing, believing, or getting for you. So you click down here where it says say something. So like mine, I'm going to put my name first, Kimberly. Kimberly. And then I'm going to put my idea, which was wearing school uniforms. And if you're against that, you could literally write one just like this that is saying Haley students should not wear school uniforms, and then giving 3 reasons and examples why they should not. And then just press post and it puts it up there. You can do more than one, but you have to at least one. So if I have another idea, I know in-person kids have in the past have done like better school lunches, more recess during the day. Now that wouldn't work for you, but you could still do one like maybe instead of recess, more like games during our Zooms, more Kahoots. You could say different websites to try. You could still do better lunches if you're picking up the school lunches, that might be something. So better school lunches, as some of you are picking those up. So what I want you to do is get on the Padlet, put your name, and then post an idea of something that you could talk someone into, persuade someone into doing, believing, or getting. And then that will give everybody a whole big list of ideas so that tomorrow when it's your turn to decide which one you want to use and plan it, you have ideas ready for you. All right, guys, get busy.